Hey, look at this. I get to do an unboxing. I'm gonna open these things. Oh, there it is. Look what we got. Man, they glue them down. I guess that's a good thing. Ooh. There they are. Two more Saw Mamas. Oh, I may have found out what to do with my extra queens. I put a call out to the people that are in the local beekeeper club or what have you, and then that way anyone that needs some, let's see if you guys can even see them. Yeah, some late season queens. You can't see them very well. Oh well, I'll let you watch me put them in. Be right back. Well, I guess it's still morning here. I can still say good morning. It's not quite afternoon yet. I get to say, your new mama is here, little bees, even though I accidentally took your old one from you. I didn't realize. Be nice to me. Yeah, there's nice looking bees in there. See, that was the one thing. Some people have commented that you know, doing splits and stuff late this season, or I'm sorry, doing splits or attempting to do splits and stuff this late season, that they thought I, you know, took guts or whatever, and you know, it's definitely not the right time, but something I didn't think people realized is I'm not really doing splits right now. These are more like, they're kind of like the super nukes that Harris sold me to begin with. They're like 2, 3, 4 frames, you know, and food and such, and it's more of the requeening of a failed smaller hive than it is starting a split this time of this season. So I just wanted to kind of clarify a little bit. I'm not like wanting to split all over the place and all of this stuff. It's the wrong time of year for that. But I'm just wanting to keep my existing 11 colonies good and strong. And like say, even with those queens that I'm now probably going to give away, that was more of, okay, you've got this much time to get going, and if you're not going, I'm going to replace you. Because I figure I've got so much time locally to finish off, and they need to be hitting those marks at certain times, and I wasn't sure that, well, those obviously, it looks like mated queens were going to hit those marks, because I, one, didn't think they were in there, so I ordered more, or ones I were, I knew were mated. So now you got to hear me ramble about it. I was just wanting to try to kind of explain a little bit. I'm not trying to do splits. I'm trying to retain queenless colonies. Let's put it closer to that way. They were oversized splits that either failed or didn't come back and start gearing in within the adequate time. And so I wanted to give myself some, as much as you can in beekeeping, guarantees for the remainder of my season. So I don't know if I explained that well or not, but Okay. Well, I'm going to move the camera and we're going to get this other one in. They seemed like they were starting to feed her all the time, and they weren't like, oh, we hate you. So that's all good. We'll come back and look at them in, what, 3 days? And kind of give a look-see and see how they're doing. These ones have gotten going good. They're a frame and a half of eggs that I saw yesterday when I dropped in a frame of hatching brood and nurse bees to give them the bump that I was talking about. So, and see, and that's also the reason I don't want to maybe keep those queens, is the resources that I have planned for going to these ones in my plan would end up going to start some most likely failing nukes, and I didn't want to do that. So because I want them to come to these to make sure that these are optimal settings going into winter for, and that's even why I decided to go for 4 instead of 2, so that I can hedge my bets better on coming out of winter with them. Because from all the reviews I've read on them, they're a good stock, and I kind of want them to be a good part of the foundation of my apiary, because they've been bred relatively local. They got taken out of a hive yesterday, sent to me, and they're in a hive today. So that's a nice thing. They've been in a 20-year breeding program by a beekeeper that knows what they're doing a whole lot more than I do, since I'm, what, 6 months now? Alrighty, rambled enough. I'm gonna get you shut off and moved, and we're gonna get this other mama in. Okay, let's get this last one in. Everybody's still kind of open arms about everything went on yesterday, I guess. Everybody's on their defenses. We had some hive rearrangement. They never like it. See, yeah, see, even in this one, I've got 3 frames of bees, you know, and all the resources she could ever want. And we're going to give her some field force and what have you when it comes time. So, now I would go through and make sure that they were you know, queenless and all of that jazz. But I know they are. I'd make sure that they were, you know, had no cells and stuff. But I put all the frames in here yesterday, so, and there's no brood on it whatsoever. Probably not the best situation, but I want them to get in, get their scent built up, and then, like I did with these others, about 5 days from now, 4 days from now, I'll go and pull a frame of brood that are hatching, you know, that hatching side with some food on it, you know, and that sort of thing. Well, so really uneventful and not very exciting, but now we've got 4 sols going, or will going. They seem like they're receptive enough to her. But that's one of the things that they kind of, I don't know if they guarantee or if it's a guarantee sort of thing, but all of the reviews said that the Sol breeder stock had a really good acceptance rate. So, which is actually part of the other thing that I was going for, and why I decided on getting some was, you know, those types of factors. And but people are starting to get settled in. This hive was a fluster of activity yesterday, but a lot of that had to do because there were 2 unknown mated queens trying to take over a hive, and the bees inside were having none of it. But yeah, they got it figured out. Now I did close them down really good and tight so that they were letting like one bee at a time in if they wanted to. But, and I keep, you know, pretty small entrances. Oops. When it stays put. There you go. Especially on these little ones. They don't got a whole lot of force. So it lets them stop them at the door if they want to. Thought I'd give you a look at everybody's landing boards if you want. That's one thing, I don't know about what you all or other beekeepers run. Oh, there's some pollen going in right there. Bright orange stuff. I don't really muck around too much with all of the entrances and stuff. My entrances are about, what is it, 3/4 by a half entrance as it is. And then a good portion of the season, actually, I even keep them smaller. Because I figure I've seen out in trees and watched videos the size of entrances that bees use. And I hear what people say, you know, for venting. And I do vent my hives. I figure the hives I made probably vent pretty good until I get them all sealed up. But, see, that one was my experience with two sides, and it seems to work pretty good on your big colonies, but even that I've got closed down. This is one of those hives I got from Harris. I really like the gates. Gates are pretty cool. I'm gonna get some more of them, and then I'm gonna actually paint the gate. I'm not a fan of painting, and so I don't, you know, different colors and all of that. But I understand the reasoning for all the colors and everything. But I don't want to paint all the different colors. But I figure I can paint those gates different colors. I also went back, started this morning, went back to open feeding a little bit. Figure with the new moms coming, I want bees having a job. So go get to work bringing stuff back in. Okay, well, the battery's starting to flash, and I'm sure you all got stuff to do. Have a great day.